Hi, welcome back. It's great to see you. You've done brilliantly so far. You've taken the time to get clear on what you want, reflect on where you are now, and now we're going to move into a more playful and open space in the Create method. We're going to look at the next two steps, and that's explore and assess. So E is obviously for explore, and this is the step all about curiosity and possibility. And just so you know, you don't have to have the answers right now. This is a chance for stretching your thinking, trying new ideas, just seeing what could possibly be out there without any rational thought, giving yourself permission to look beyond what you think is possible. I want to share the story with you. It's a bit daft, and I can't quite believe I thought this, but here goes. I remember taking an afternoon off midweek when I worked in London as a catering manager. I was on the tube and it was really busy. I was like, who are all these people? Why isn't everyone at work? And it made me realise I was in a bubble. I had no idea what other people did outside of my own routine. That moment opened my eyes. There are so many variations and ways of working. And sometimes we need to step outside of the day-to-day to see what else is out there. So this was back in the 90s. There was obviously no social media. So I appreciate the awareness of different opportunities now has massively increased, which is a great thing. But I also know personally that too much choice means that we end up going down wormholes, looking at lots and lots of options, and then actually not doing anything. Almost choice overload. And this, again, in this day and age, this is where I find the Create method's helpful. To explore, but then to assess the options. So I don't just stay in a loop of exploring ideas and not moving along, to assess them, to assess what could be right for me. But I do love exploring ideas, and I do hope you enjoy the playtime exploration in your playbook. It's a simple one, it's great fun. It's called a mind map, and you may have already done something like this. So grab your playbook, or if you haven't printed it, use a blank sheet of paper and write one word in the middle, an idea in the middle of your paper. Something that interests you, something that excites you, or just keeps popping up when you think about when you were doing your clarity work. Now, pop that word down and draw lines from around it, off it, and just think of things that connect with it. It could be the types of work that have inspired you, what sort of things it makes you think about. You could do like topics that make you feel happy. How do you feel about this subject? Just random ideas. Just get them all down. It could be people who inspire you who do things like this, or just think of a world of a different perspective. It's literally not making a plan. It's about sparking your curiosity. Don't edit, don't judge, just let the ideas flow. A few prompts to help you get started. What have you always wanted to learn about? What do people already come to you for? What problems do you love solving? What gets you fired up or makes you say, someone should fix that? Have you ever said, I wish I could? What was that thing? What is it that gives you that fuzzy feeling, that lovely warm feeling? This is how we find unexpected inspiration. Your mind map can be pictures, doodles, printouts, or just scrawled words. It's yours and you can do it as many times as you want. My hope is that as you start to build this, you feel a bit excited, that inner flow, that fuzzy feeling. I don't know the technical name for a fuzzy feeling, but we all know when we get it, don't we? Just that joy, that excitement. You're very welcome to pause this video and come back to it, or continue to the next part of this. I do suggest that you don't mix these two sessions together, the explore and the assess, because I don't want you to censor your glorious exploration. This is the wild, crazy, fun stuff your imagination is free to explore. As soon as you start putting rational thinking in, it's like it just chops your imagination. Like, oh, that could never work. Well, I couldn't do that. our creativity is halted and it's hard to think out of the box. So when you're ready, then we'll get to the A from the create method, and that is to assess. This can also be fun because it means you're starting to fine tune your ideas. You're getting closer to what lights you up and feels more like you and is going to be achievable. You're beginning to extract and filter, and that's an exciting progress. Now that you've explored a few possibilities, this step helps you gently sift through them. As you go through them, ask yourself, which one sparks something inside you? You may have already had some insights as you explored the options. Some may have just resonated with you a lot more than others, and you may have been drawn to some things much more than the other ideas. You'll kind of have got a feel. So look at which ones feel like they could really work in your life. If not now, in the future. Think of it like trying on outfits in a fitting room. They might look great on the hanger, certainly in my case, but you won't know if they really suit you until you really dive in and kind of try them on. And to be honest, I found I've become a lot fussier over time. If I don't love something, I don't tend to go with it. I find life's too short not to enjoy as much of it as possible. I'll give you an example. I wanted some new swimming goggles, and my husband got me some for my birthday. They were beautiful. They were tinted like sunglasses. And I didn't realise until I used the goggles that I actually love clear goggles because I like to see the sun coming through the water. So the tinted ones would have been great for outdoor swimming in bright sunshine. But for me, I wasn't swimming outside in the bright sunshine. It wasn't what I needed. I just noticed I liked the light coming through. So I wanted goggles that gave me that. Because once I identified that, you start to identify what you want. And it's a strange example, but hopefully that gives you a clarity on when you know what you want, it's okay to look for that. I remember with this, there's no pressure. There's no commitment. Just noticing what fits with you, how you feel, also what doesn't. So here's your playtime reflection. Pick 2 or 3 ideas from your mind map. For each one, ask yourself, does this line up with what you care about now, what you want and what you need? Would this work for the life that you're creating for yourself? Does it feel exciting, even if it is a bit scary? They're often the different sides of the same coin. Don't forget, there's no right or wrong answers. You're not making a final decision. You're just fine-tuning what feels more like you. Even one small idea that makes your eyes light up can be a powerful clue as to the direction you want to start taking. So we've explored ideas and options and looked at ways to assess them. You've planted some seeds, you've played with ideas and gently narrowed your focus. It's such an important part of the process. So please do take a moment to feel proud of yourself. In the next part of this course, we're going to move on to taking action and evaluating. These are the steps that turn all of this insight into real, meaningful change. Well done on getting this far. I'll see you on the next course. Bye.